attacking from left to right on your screen in the red and white, while Telone are wearing the blue and white, attacking from right to left. Isaac Lando for Dynamos will pass the ball to his partner Mandivei. Gwatidzo to Mavunga, loses out, and Gwatidzo clears the line for Dynamos all the way to Takuzwa Chikosi. Of course, Telone, they've got Joe Lepasha coming back. You fancy the new coach bounce. Hopefully it may come to boost Telone's chances. Headed forward by Neti. Frank Agiaman for Dynamos. Loses out to Blessing Netback. The free kick for the Wi-Fi boys. Taking the time to take this free kick, and the referee wanting play to continue. That's Patrick Kalota, the man in the middle. Agiaman. Perfect Chikwende with the perfect pass to Leroy Mavunga. Good defense work from the center back there, Marvelous Chigumura. Abro Gwatidzo to Mandivei. Isaac Lando for Dynamos. The partnership of Mandivei and Lando has been doing well. The surprise last week away in Wange. Long one. It's cleared by Telone. Neti, the Ghanaian. Agiaman. Good play from Zapasu. He's from Burkina Faso, wearing jersey number 42. There's one key player to look out for, as well as number 14, Ben Dauda Sidibe. He's from Burkina Faso, I beg your pardon, and God knows Zapasu is from Burundi.
Yeah, when I looked at that name, Zapasu, I thought he was a Zapasi. So his name somehow reminds possibly like he might be. If you look at the tackle there, that was a tight tackle from Neti, the Ghanaian Dynamos right back.
Of course, early days, a lot of action this afternoon. Yesterday we did see other matches that were played in the Chibuku Super Cup. Caps United getting the better of
Simba Bora.
Yes, yeah, to battle 3-2. Moors winning 2-0 against the Gama. Ngezi Platinum going down at home to ZPC Kariba. Jerry Pangura pushing for the chance from outside the box. Bruno Mtigo. This one doesn't trouble the goalkeeper, Tatenda Makoni. And I can tell you in other fixtures, Hard Rock are taking on Blair Chiefs at Chawanda Stadium. The Rentals are playing at home at Ngoni Stadium. These are FC Hunters, Highlanders and Chicken Inn at Baba Fields. Those are the other three matches being played this afternoon across the country. So we've got a game in Norton, Kwekwe and Bulawayo, as well as the one we're bringing to you live in the comfort of your home and sports bars. Dynamos taking on Telone, the Wi-Fi boys.
And the Wi-Fi boys, Telone will be seeking to redeem themselves, Spencer, because their last game was the Munumutapa Challenge Cup round of 32, where they lost 4-3 on penalties to Big Blanket Mine after drawing 1-1 in regulation time. So the last league match again, they also lost 2-0 here at Rufaro Stadium at the hands of the Rentals, who they were still under Saul Chaminuka.
Well, let's see how they can do it. Both teams out of the Munumutapa Cup, Dynamos and Telone. Dynamos currently the defending champions for the Chibuku Cup, having won this trophy three times consecutively, and that was in 2023, 2024, in 2023, Dynamos got the better of Ngezi Platinum 2-0 in 2024. They beat Ngezi Platinum 4-2 on penalties after the game ended 1-1. Then in 2025, they won 1-0 away at Gibo when they beat Triangle, so they were given that trophy for keeps.
Yeah, which is a good return for Dynamos.
ZBC director in proceeding watching the game. Some good play from Dynamos. And Isaac Lando picks up for Dynamos. And Netty wanted that ball.
And even his coach Aristika Chioba was not happy that Lando played the ball back to the goalkeeper, and that Netty was expecting to receive that ball. So the coach, I think Chioba, was saying we should have had forward play as opposed to being negative.
Definitely. Free kick considered by Dynamos. Wanda Kalota. So far so good. Sibubiso Luguchu takes the free kick.
And looking at this,
in your picture there, that's Desmond Maringwa, former Dynamos captain for Footballers Union of Zimbabwe, and Musa Kwasira, who is now at Scotland, enjoying the proceedings here at Dynamos. Lando with the clearance. Abel Guatidzo. Back to Tatenda Makoni. Building player from the back, Dynamos. It's a long one, looking for Chikwende, headed away by Area Mafirenyika. Bruno Mtigo looking for options, finds the captain. Chikwende tried to do too much and loses out. Tawan just knocking the ball deep in, right in the center circle, just wanting Dynamos to come out and play. Mafirenyika turning infield. Good play by Tawan. The pickup blessing Medback and getting across. Not the best of crosses from Medback, but the idea was good, just the execution not the best.
Yeah, not the best from the ex-Blaue Chiefs. That's Aristika Chioba. It's pronounced Chioba. And the technical director at Dynamos not too happy with what he's seeing so far. He's asking his team to have more control in the central parts of the field, so that the home team, he wants them to get settled and get a result at the end of the game.
Definitely they need a result, and played back to the goalkeeper by Nyakope. Chikosi for Tawan finds the captain Mafre Nyika, and Dynamos Guatidzo. Nyawa, the captain. Good ball. Lire Mavunga. They're pushing forward. Good play from Dynamos. Can Guatidzo whipping across, the cross is good. No one on the blind side. Christopher Netty. Agiaman. That was a careless challenge there by Perfect Chikwende, but you like the way Dynamos are finding each other, knocking the ball around. Good passage of play from Dynamos. Yeah,
indeed, they did very well. They could find each other despite being in blue, not in blue, in red. But look at the that's dangerous play. Perfect Chikwende, I think he'll be lucky. And his feet is off the ground. Perfect Chikwende, I think, will be lucky to survive a card in that instance, because his feet was off the ground and he took a lunge on the tail one player, and which could be dangerous. Only that it's fortunate that the contact was not
minimum. Yes.
Yeah, but otherwise that's dangerous play by Perfect Chikwende. Not a perfect tackle by Perfect.
Definitely, Tatenda Makone picks up the ball for Dynamos. Still early days. Headed by Agiaman, only as far as Innocent Chaneka. Mafrenyika for Tel 1 finds Blessing Netback. They're throwing.
Joel Lupata there on your screen is not
Yes.
happy with what he's seeing.
Exactly. Early yellow card there for Sibusiso Ruguchu. He's trading on thin ice. He needs to be careful, needs to be cautious every time he goes on for a challenge. Leroy Mavunga and Christopher Netti behind the ball for Dynamos. Leroy Mavunga behind the ball. They tried the training drill, didn't come out clean, but Dynamo still have possession. And played backwards by God knows Zapasu, the man from Burundi. Leroy Mavunga. Ball goes out of play to be a throw-in. And he wins a free kick, Leroy Mavunga. Back. Confirmation of that. Met back. Leroy Mavunga eyes on the ball, managing to go past the defender.
Telone will be happy that that foul happened outside the box. Yeah, if they fouled him too early, that Leroy Mavunga as he ventured into the Telone box. Dynamos fans would have wished that scene to have happened in the interesting crime scene within the box, which would have given Dynamos a penalty. But of course, Telone survived. It's a set piece on the far side. On the left channel for Dynamos.
And let's see how they'll take it. Leroy Mavunga, Abo Guatizo behind the ball. Is it going to be Mavunga or Guatizo? Lando could be a candidate for this ball here with his height. Frank Agiaman, Shatik Nyawa in the box. Zapasu also in the box. Tawad have to defend. They've got 10 blue jerseys, 9 blue jerseys in the box. This could be a moment for Mavunga with the chance. Crashes against the wall does the job. Guatizo with the chance, Landu. Ball was always rising high and couldn't get a good connection. And the Vey will need to clear the lines for Dynamos, finds Tatenda Makoni. Guatizo. Played Chelsea Nyakope, loses out to Chikwende. Almost a perfect pass from Perfect Chikwende. Pushing by Shagninyao on Jerish Pangura. Met back, loses out to Agiaman. Chikwende finds Mavunga, switches play across. Effort was just too much. Leroy couldn't keep it in play, but the idea was good.
The idea was good. I think it's the execution that went terribly wrong. I think he saw a good run and to an unmarked Leroy Mavunga, and of course the ball was too much power behind it. There was too much drive behind the ball, and Leroy Mavunga considered a throw in.
So one coming on the far side. Innocent Chaneka heading it forward. Shatunyawa to Leroy Mavunga. The pacey Mavunga. Zapasu loses out. One pushing forward. Chaneka looking for options. Ball is still in play. Cross is good. Just goes over the crossbar, but Telone asking Dynamos the questions there.
Yeah, Telone asking the questions, but the final ball is terribly disappointing. We've got the ball coming from left channel, which was a poor cross that was sent in by Metabek, and now the right back for Telone sending in a disappointing cross. When you were fancying that they were actually on the money, but the delivery lets them down. That's Telone.
Innocent Chaneka finding Panashe Mtasa, young brother to Wisdom Mtasa, sons of Lloyd Mtasa, coach at Moores. It's a family thing. Chaneka picking up Medbeck. Good passing passage of play. The free kick considered by Zapasu on Mutigo.
Yeah, late tackle. That was a late tackle. Yeah, it came in late.
Lunge on Mutigo. Chaneka behind the ball. He's got Panashe Mtasa, Medbeck to target. Headed by Neti. Still danger, not yet cleared. Good play by Telone. Cherish Pangura. Throw in for Telone on the near post. Long throw in the box. Lando with the header. Mavunga flicks on, and the shot from outside the box from Cherish Pangura. From area, my friend, you can beg your pardon.
That was a missed kick from Neti.
Almost got his team under pressure. Isaac Lando. Again, Telone doing a good job just suffocating Dynamos in the middle of the park, not allowing them to play.
And I think Telone have strategically deployed a 4-4-2 when Dynamos have possession. So Telone, when they are not in possession, they've actually congested the midfield. They've had 4 men manning the midfield areas and the 4 men at the back. So which is actually frustrating Dynamos. And Dynamos, of course, today we haven't seen them play their usual game of passing and building from the back. And Telone, so far, I think will be given credit for containing Dynamos at this stage so far.
Definitely, so far, so good for Telone. Good control from Cherish Pangura. It's played out by Agiaman. He's full of energy on the wings. Met back to Pangura. Shattered Nyao. Isaac Lando forced to go back to the goalkeeper. It's Dynamos in red taking on Telone, the Chibuku Super Cup.
In case people could be thinking Dynamos are in blue.
Yes, indeed.
It's the other way around.
Yes.
Telone are in blue, Dynamos are in red. Unusual.
Throw in on the near side for Dynamos. Again, fighting. A judge to have played the ball while he was on the ground. Kope for you. Looks like Telone playing a 3-5-2 formation with the three center backs. Chaneka, Dasa. Look forward. In this one they will leave it for Tatenda Makona. Leaving dangerously here. Chance here. Good shot. And doesn't trouble the goalkeeper. Jerish Pangura again. Zapasu almost costing his team there, but Makoni had all eyes on the ball.
Yeah, I think it was negligent on the part of Dynamos. The way they lost possession, it was actually in a dangerous area. And when the ball was stolen from them, it was actually going to present a problem for Tatenda Makoni ball for Dynamos. They fortunately survived that attack.
Netty for Dynamos. First Dynamos lining up 4 foreigners in the starting lineup, 2 Ghanaians, 1 Burundian and a Burkinabe. Headed by Guatizo. An ambitious try. And Chipangura couldn't keep it in play because of throwing the goal kick for Dynamos.
That was the moment Dynamos lost the ball. And of course the shot was taken on target. It didn't have enough sting, but it was on target at least, but it was not enough.
Dynamos get a goal here, a free goal from Dynamos, a mix-up. I'm not sure if it was Dauda Sidibe or it was a back. It should be an own goal from the defender.
Yeah, miscommunication.
Between the goalkeeper and the defender.
Yeah, there was Sibusiso Ruguchu for Telone, and their goalkeeper Takuti was at the crime scene. Of course, those guys in blue will not mind what happened. That was a long ball flighted in from now. It was stolen. Yeah.
And Ruguchu places the ball past Chukosi to be an own goal. That's what pressure does. And Dynamos take the lead. Get us up an own goal by Sibusiso Ruguchu. What a freak goal. I mean, poor communication between the goalkeeper and the defenders. Was there 2 defenders on there?
Yes, and I'm also questioning why the goalkeeper had actually gone out, because there were 2 Telone defenders attending to that scene. And then the goalkeeper, for me, I think would have done well by maintaining his line as opposed to leaving his box and come out to try and play that ball.
Yes, indeed. A chance here. Jasa couldn't get good control in the box. Isaac Lando. Zapasu. Handball by Mavlash Gumura. pushing forward. Good play by Medbeck. Long one try to look for Mtigu. Goes out of play. "25 minutes played in the first half. The Chibuku Super Cup, Dynamos are leading Telone by goal to nil. An own goal scored by Rukutu. Good play by Telone. Landu clears the line.
I think we've witnessed a repeat of the last time Dynamos played Telone. That was last season in 2025 in March. There was also an own goal that was scored by Powell Govere, which gave Dynamos the lead. It was in the 24th minute, and basically almost close the same time that Telone have conceded another own goal. So Telone conceded 2 own goals in 2 years at Rufaro Stadium,
Yes,
against
indeed.
Dynamos.
Against Dynamos, and
But in that match last time around, they then went on to equalize through Washington Navaya in the 54th minute.
good ball finding Agyana. If he can see Sidibe. Cross in the box. A shot from outside the box. Good shot from Ben Dauda Sidibe on his debut. The goalkeeper Chikosi doing well. Zapasu with the fine shot.
Zapasu, the international player for Dynamos, I think he let go of a shot. He had every right to take a shot at that. There was a deflection from the Telone defender. They're leading out to a corner. But otherwise, look at that call. The technique was right. The deflection nearly deceived Telone goalkeeper Takuzwa Chikosi, earning Dynamos a corner. Yeah, well, look, Dynamos now looking alive following that goal that they scored.
Perfect. Chikwende went for a short corner, Mavunga, and Chikwende didn't come out clean. They had a number of red jerseys anticipating that cross. Chipangura. Finds Nyakope. Ruguchu. Chaneka. It's a long one. Jasa. Finding Mabla Shigumura, the deadlock. Chaneka wanted to pull the trigger. Chikwende was always watching. Another shot from outside the box. And this one doesn't trouble the goalkeeper. It was well taken by Blessing Medbeck. Good play from Telone, the building. Chaneka with the long ball, finding Chigumura. The cross is good, and Mandive had to clear the lines. It will be a corner kick for Telone, but good play from Telone. They're wanting to respond, and good attacking from Telone.
Yeah, I think Telone are not panicking after conceding the early goal in the 24th minute. I think they are doing well. I think they are trying to get themselves back into the game. If they get a goal, yeah, it will be something that will be a confidence booster going forward. But well, they've been poor travelers at Rufaro Stadium.
The header was good. Makoni couldn't clear. Can't clear. Cleared off the line. Isaac Lando clearing, but Tatenda Makoni, goodness me, almost presenting Telone with a glorious opportunity.
Yeah, you would expect more from Tatenda Makoni. I think he's proved that there was a cross that was sent on the near post, a flick on the header, and then the ball hung in the air. Tatenda Makoni surely should have gotten that one first time of asking.
But if you're not sure, punch the ball away.
Yes, and make sure it must be an emphatic punch.
Short corner. And the waste the corner kick. A goal kick to Dynamos, and Tatenda Makoni will count himself lucky. Yet Lando to thank who cleared on the line. There the Dynamos spread in your picture, coming out to rally behind the team. Flicked on by the Ghanaian Agiamen. And the chance for Dynamos here. Just going behind Sidibe. Lire Mavunga. Perfect Chikwende. Foul. And the Dynamos fans not happy about that. Call from the official, but it was a foul. Good play. No, they are very composed on the ball. They're knocking the ball around. Panasha Mtasa. Ofrenyika. With a long one. Tried to pick up. Marvelous Shigumura. It was too long. And I can tell you in the other matches, it's still Hard Rock nil, Blair Chiefs nil, Herentals nil, FC Hunters nil, Islanders and Chicken Inn are also goalless. So this is the only game so far with a goal this afternoon in the Chibuku Super Cup. Good play from Chaneka. Net back. Chaneka with a long one. Not sure we wanted to pick up there. Side Chigumra and Chaneka not on the same wavelength.
That's the goal that was played. That was scored by Dynamos.
That was the goal scored by Telone.
Yeah, to Dynamos' credit.
Yes.
Yeah. They won't mind who scored, but they'll take it anyway.
An own goal.
Yeah. As long as the ball crosses the line in between the sticks, it's a goal. You get the money and you go home.
Absolutely. Makoni, net back, good header to Tigo. Cross field pass intercepted by Lire Mavunga. Abel Guatito, back to Mavunga. As long as the ball is played in the air, it's anyone's ball. Chipangura, Tigo, net back. Good tracking back from Perfect Chikwende. Dynamos living danger. There's a chance here. And just drags his effort wide. Bruno Tigo. Again, Dynamos just relaxing and being overconfident at the back.
Yeah, I think Dynamos will be dragged by to make sure that they remain tight at the back. Because they are giving away chances. There was an undecisive clearance there by Landru. And then, of course, Telone tried to capitalize on it. It's only the final ball that let Telone down. There was too much care around that ball. But otherwise, it was a good attempt, a ball from a promising position for Telone. Telone are also creating their own chances. It's not like they are being overrode by Dynamos. It's only that they are not clinical up front, but they are creating their opportunities and giving Dynamos a few troublesome moments here and there. But at the end of the day, what counts is the scoreline at the top left of your screens. Definitely,
they are very much in this encounter, playing some exciting pass. There's another good pass. Couldn't get to the end of the task. Unfortunately, an offside call. But Joel Lepasha will be happy with the way his team is playing.
Yeah, and also looking at the record, Telone scored only 2 goals at Rufaro Stadium against Dynamos, and in all their 8 meetings against Dynamos. So they are not happy travelers and they are not happy visitors for Dynamos, having scored only 2 goals whenever they play Dynamos at Rufaro.
Definitely, this trophy belongs to Dynamos. 3 times in a row they've won this trophy in 2023, 2024, 2025. Can they repeat that? Can they make it 4 out of 4?
Well, and many questions would also ask, what happens if they win it? They didn't go to represent Zimbabwe when they had the ticket to represent in the CAF Confed Cup. And mind you, right now there's going to be a change in the dynamics. It's now the Mutapa Cup that gives you a ticket to go and represent Zimbabwe in the CAF Confed Cup, not the Chibuku.
Well, let's see how it plays out. And Dynamos, in the meantime, we're prepared to take a free kick netty behind the ball. Telone have a lot of defending to do here. Landu will be the target. The cross is good. Ooh, a chance here.
But I'm wondering, why did the Telone defender bring the ball back into play, into
across the
dangerous
face
zone.
of goal, exactly.
Yes,
So
yeah.
playing the ball out.
Yes, either play out or shepherd it in for a goal kick. I think that was suicidal on the part
That's
of Telone.
suicidal. I mean, he was lucky that Frank Ageman couldn't chase, his chest control wasn't the best, and just went out, and which allowed Telone to clear. Tatenda Makoni.
That's a head injury.
And that's good sportsmanship from Ageman.
Yeah.
They clashed heads and just making sure his opposite making sure Medbeck is okay. Played 36 minutes and confirmation of that yellow card, Brandel Tumasuku. Nyawa with the header, brings it down. Tigo. The foul for pushing Neti. Again, Dynamos not covering themselves in glory in terms of the defensive duties. One will fancy the chances.
Push there on Neti from behind. And of course, that's rough play. Free kick to Dynamos.
The game has just slowed down the pace of the game. Now for Dynamos, Mandivei, Chikwende, they're deep in their own half. They want Telone to come out. Off the block, Isaac Landu. Good tracking back from Agiaman. Zapasu, Neti. Cross is good and cleared by Mafrenyika only as far as Pepe Chikwende. Looking for action. The captain from outside the range. Just goes out for a goal kick, but Dynamos showing intent of looking for a second goal, Joe.
Yeah, I think they're looking for a second goal before they go for the halftime break with about 7 minutes to go to that halftime whistle. But I think Shadrack Nyawa had fancied himself there to take a shot from range. And it was a good left shot that he took first time. And of course, did got in trouble the Telone goalkeeper, Chibuku. But otherwise, Dynamos are showing their, well, there's random flashes of brilliance, you know, but it's not consistent. You know, they are blowing hot and cold, and I think they'll take comfort from the fact that they are currently leading by 1-0. But otherwise, Dynamos fans, I'm sure, would ask for more from their team.
Definitely, the 7 million fans will ask for more. And like you rightly put it across, they are playing hot and cold, not consistent in terms of the way they are performing.
There was a cheeky chip from Neti, the Ghanaian, to a Ghanaian head. So that move made in Ghana, Accra. That's the early shot that was taken by Captain Shadrack Nyawa.
Yes, indeed. Free kick. Good persevering and pressure from Chipangura. Unfortunately, commits a free kick. Mandivei picking up Makoni. Good pass from Sidibe to pick up Mavunga. Leroy. A chance from Leroy here. A deflection. But good play from Leroy Mavunga. Dynamos wanting to go at the break with the second goal, but Isaac Lando commits a foul. Dynamos have committed a number of fouls, and Landu gets a yellow card.
That was a move from the left channel through.
And a necessary yellow card there.
Leroy Mavunga, they're taking a shot. A deflection, of course, it bounced off kindly and in Telone's favor because it then went off target. But otherwise, a fair shot from Leroy Mavunga, who is making his way down the Dynamos left hand. A confirmation there, Landu getting a yellow card.
Dynamos centre back.
Otherwise, rock steady.
Yeah.
Landu is
settled in very well.
Very dependent.
A chance from just outside the box. And Zapasu throws himself. Dynamos yet to clear. One asking all the questions. A good pass from Leroy Mavunga to pick up Gwatidzo. Look at that adventure from Gwatidzo. In this game, you feel there's too much whistle in this encounter. Free kick on the Dynamos captain. Under 4 minutes before we go to the break, Dynamos leading by a goal to nil. And I can tell you that Chawanda Hard Rock have scored. Zapasu tried to play a clever pass to pick up Leroy Mavunga, well read by Mafire Kurela. Jasa. Good play between Captain Nyawa and Gwatidzo. Dynamos pushing forward, wanting to finish the half strong. A second goal would be good for Chioba. Joe Lupasha wouldn't want his team to consider a second goal, otherwise it would be a different conversation in the dressing room. I was saying at Chawanda, Hard Rock have scored a goal. They are leading by 1 goal to nil. The Dynamos fans wanting a yellow card here.
Net on the ground, and the unofficial match officials from the other side of the stadium are not happy with that. Yeah, that was late.
I think he's lucky. That could have cost him a yellow card. Nyawa heading it forward. Chikumura picking up Chipangura. Tigu. Good play from Zapasu. Track it back, winning the ball for Dynamos. Gwatidzo. Tasa. Masuku. Chaneka. Nguchu. Picking up Medback. You know, they're passing the ball well, doing a great job, but it's the final ball in the box that's not the best. Chipangura inside, the return pass. A chance here! And Telone have scored. Panashe Mutasa. Good build up, good teamwork, good goal from Panashe Mutasa.
Yeah, I think Telone, well, I think they are justified to get that equalizer. Because they've been knocking at Dynamos' doors, and I think this time around they've been rewarded by a goal from Panashe Mutasa. I like the way they found each other. They were just exchanging neat passes. And Joel Lupasha there, I think, giving them a brief. Look at that confidence, a lovely cheeky chip, and a flick back header, and then boom, goal. Tatana Makoni could not have enough length in him and height, and then he picks up the ball from the back of the net. Yeah, another card back there. Good combination play on the part of Telone, and Tatenda Makoni flying as high as he could, but he could not stop Mutasa. Just number 70 for Telone from finding the equalizer. So Telone 1, Dynamos 1.
Yes, it is time for Telone to score. Again for Achioba, another different conversation at the break. His team conceding just before halftime with under 1 minute to play. Additional time, 2 minutes. Neti, the Ghanaian. A chance here. Zapasu, and the keeper does well. Didn't get a good connection, but the effort was good.
Yeah, fair attempted goal.
Again, Telone pushing forward. The goal scorer, Mtasa. He'll be happy to have scored against his former team. He also played for Dynamos at one stage, alongside his brother who's on the opposite bench, that Wisdom Mtasa. Look at that connection. Just took the bounce and had to improvise so that he can get that shot on target. Met back. Perfect Chikwende. Again. Hospital pass. Ooh. Netty needs to be careful. He may have got the ball, but that looked dangerous.
The follow through. Yeah, his follow through was dangerous. Yeah. Of course, he kicked the ball away, but I think he then did not restrain his body and his leg, and then landing in there into Meta.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah, he kept going.
Yeah, that could seriously injure somebody.
Open foot onto the chest for Metabek. Yeah, that must be so. And I'm sure if the referee will be taking time to think about it and possibly pull out a card from his pocket. But at the moment, the Telone player, Metabek, is down, injured, following a kick on his chest by otherwise impressive Neti, the right back for Dynamos, Christopher Neti, the Ghanaian.
Unfortunately, I would like to believe this one is already over because we don't have VAR, and we don't have the guys in the VAR room just to instruct the ref to say, have a look at that. But indeed, it was a dangerous tackle.
Yeah, so Net will count himself lucky.
Yes,
he survived this one. He got the ball, yes, first, but his follow through. Yeah, his follow through was
straight
dangerous.
Into the chest of Medbeck. That could have cost him a red card.
Netty, you are fortunate. Whichever God you pray to, I think they are on your side. But otherwise, for me, that's a cardable offense. That's a cardable offense. Netty, he did not restrain his body or his leg after clearing the ball.
Just hope he'll be able to come back and continue to play. We have played the 2 minutes, and that whistle bringing the end of a good first half where Dynamo started well, knocking the ball around. Telone took time to settle, but at the halftime break, it's Dynamos 1, Telone 1. Your thoughts of their first half?
I think it's been a measured first half for the two teams. Dynamos, they haven't really exerted themselves much in this game. They found their goal through a fortuitous goal and on goal, but at the same time, Telone on their part, they won't be disappointed. I think they've done well. They've done well in containing Dynamos. Dynamos tried to throw everything at them, but Telone have been solid at the back. They maintained a 4-4-2 formation when out of position, frustrated Dynamos here and there, but Dynamos themselves were not really like into their second gear. They are just playing like one of those fixtures. I'm sure the Dynamos fans will want more out of this game, but a 1-1 score line, I think Telone will be happy and Dynamos will be frustrated.
Definitely Telone will be happy with how it is gone past in the first 45 minutes, and Adesio Choba has a lot of work to do. So at halftime, it's Dynamos 1, Telone 1. At the other venues, it's Hard Rock 1, Bloyer Chiefs 0, Herentals 0, FC Hunters 0, Highlanders 0, Chickeny 0. That's the halftime status for all the matches being played this afternoon in the Chibuku Super Cup. What we're going to do is cross to Charles Mabika and team on the pitch side.
Half-time here at Rufaro Stadium. Kumbiles, hello there. Yes, it's 1-1. Of course, as you saw, the Dynamo scoring first. It had to be an on goal by Sibusiso Ruguju, formerly with the students Herentals. And Telone never refused to give up, as you saw there. Panashe Mutasa, a former Dynamos player himself, making it 1-1 in the Chibuku Super Cup first round here. We were here yesterday. You were with us, I know, as we gave you that thriller, 5-goal thriller between Caps United, the Green Machine, who took on Chinuchedu, Simba Bora. And we've got 3 other games happening all over the country. We will keep you updated on that one. It's Hard Rock taking on Bulawayo Chiefs at Chawanda Stadium, Rentals taking on FC Hunters at Ngoni Stadium, and at Babafields Highlanders taking on Chickenine. But let's say hello to 2 of our experts from ZBC TV Sports analysts. They were with me yesterday. They are here today again. First, the man from Werder Bremen. We call him Uche. Let's say hello to Achiford Mundaba. Uche.
Thank you, legendary, and to Zimbabwe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from the global village.
Yes, and we've got on my right the man from Real Madrid. We call him Zinola. He is William Tigwa.
My pleasure, regional CNN. It's good to be here at Mbiles.
Right, 1-1 it is here. And I should hasten to say, everybody from BCTV Sports, I'm sure will join everybody, every soccer-loving person, in wishing Highlanders head coach, The Undertaker, Benjani Maruwari, a speedy recovery. He is in hospital, hospitalized earlier today due to illness, sudden illness, and we wish him well. He's resting in hospital. And Undertaker, I know you are watching, we wish you a speedy recovery. And at Babafields, Mukokeli Dube, he is in charge whilst his head coach is recovering. It's Highlanders nil, Chickenine nil. And Hard Rock have taken the lead against Bulawayo Chiefs at Chawanda Stadium, 1-0. The Kasongo Golden Boys leading there. And it's still goalless at Ngoni Stadium, Rentals versus FC Hunters. But first half here, Dynamos needing an own goal from Telone, who, the truth be told, have been catching the eye with some splendid passes.
Rightly so, legendary. 2 goals scored by Telone, and unfortunately 1 in their own net. So it's parity, 1 apiece here. But if you look at the first half so far, I think it's 1-1 in favor of Telone. They were the better side. Even if you look at the highlights there, that ball rolling in after pressure from the import from Burkina Faso for Dynamos. He applied pressure there, and there's somehow Ruguju panicking there and putting the ball behind his own goalkeeper. And there Telone were then leading by 1-0.
Yes, there was pressure. I think enough pressure from Sidibe there. He did well, and he got the accolade from the technical bench where Ruguju was under pressure. But I don't know, the goalkeeper also, if we look at Zinola, I think he was too hasty to come off his goal area.
Yeah, I think the Chikosi, the Takuzwa Chikosi, when you see a defender and a striker almost 50-50 going at par, there's no need for a goalkeeper to rush out of his area, because they were coming there to be the 3rd striker. And look, they were beaten by a simple ball from his own defender, who just went over the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. I think he should have stayed on his line, and had he maintained that stance, I'm sure he was going to be able to save that ball out of safety, and maybe the scoreline could not have been the way it is now. But Sidibe, he was applying pressure, which is good news for Dynamos. They took an early lead. Unfortunately, Panashe Mutasa had other ideas.
Yes, but the Dynamos fans are delighted here with their new signing, a mid-season signing from Ghana. His name is God knows Zakpas. Yes, I got to say that. Zakpas Yes, God knows Zach Pass. That's his surname. He's from Ghana, number 42. He has been delighting the Dynamos crowd with some crisp passing, beautiful control, and some intricate passing to the right and the left flanks. And Uche, the Dynamo supporters loving Zach Pass.
Yeah, if you look at the type of play by Dynamos, it's revolving around that import from Ghana. If you ask me, he's the center of the gravity, and he has fallen in love with the Vietnam stand. Every time he has the ball, you hear the Vietnam stand going up. It shows that, you know, he has that element of artistry and wizardry, which has been lacking in terms of Dynamos. Look at that cross there coming, and the Dynamos goalkeeper in that instant dealing with it. But if you look at how Dynamos have been attacking, not many attacks there. Another import from Ghana with a pinpoint accurate delivery, but there was no one to take it there, CNN. What is also lacking in this encounter, CNN, long range shots they are missing.
Yes, long-range shots, and if they come, they are flying. We've seen two from either side. The long-range shots are flying. Going back to yesterday, and you talk of Elvis Chuchuchi, where Shepard, drag line, Murazikwa, they used to pack those high shots. But I think maybe it will come right as we continue seeing these highlights here. And Telone could have got another one there, Ginola, but I think inept finishing in front of goal.
Yeah, I think Telone, they have been very, very wasteful in front of goal, but they are getting those half chances, but they are not utilizing them. As then a moment ago, we were watching that highlight, the replay of that strike by Zakupasi, which
Zakpasu.
Yes, Zakpasu, yes.
Zakpasu.
Yes. Yeah, we call him Zikapasi, I don't know whatever. Because you see, that was a deflection, and Chikosi, I think he had to went airborne there. His reflexes were top-notch there to save that one. As a further highlights there with Telone, we could have maybe taken a surprise early lead here at Rufaro Stadium. But I think I've seen a difference in Telone from the last game I watched them. And you see there the Dynamos goalkeeper, Tatena Makoni, almost making a mess of it.
Yeah.
Lucky enough, Telone were not clinical.
Yes, right. He was lucky. Very moment lucky. Of madness from Tatena Makoni. I don't know what was he thinking of, but he was not punished by Telone. So 1-1. It is in the first half. It was in the first half. We are now at the halftime break, aren't we? We've told you the other scores from the other centers. It's only Hard Rock who have taken the lead at Chawanda Stadium here. Still 1-1 in the Chibuku Super Cup. 4 teams already through. Today, by the end of the day, we will know which 4 teams. But here, well, not as lively as yesterday, Uche, but the 2 goals that we saw, I think this is what fans pay their hard-earned cash for.
I think legendary, if you had to see the same script like we saw yesterday, a 0-0 draw in the opening 45 minutes, and in the second 45, 5 goals were scored. Here, 1 apiece at the interval, but like I said earlier on, it's 1-1 in favor of Telone. They have been the better side. They're employing a 4-4-2 formation. Jerry Chipangura there, as well as Innocent Mucheneka pulling the strings in the middle of the park. And we'll see Panashe Mutase ghosting either from the left or the right half space. A very pinpoint accurate passing being employed by Telone. If you look at Dynamos, yes, they are relying on counter attacks, but very sporadic, far in between. If Telone can come in the second half, a change side, and if they are precise in front of the goal, they can take this one, because so far they're in control of the game.
Yes, they seem to be. I'm sure you have seen the first 45 and you'll agree with me. Yes, Dynamos, well, they scored first through an own goal, but Dynamos, they're not the Dynamos that the Dynamo supporters usually have been watching since the arrival of their new Romanian coach, Aristica Chwaba. Yes, Chwaba. That's his. I asked him 3 times before kickoff, how do you pronounce your surname? He spelled C-O-I-A-B-A. So it's Chwaba. Said, yeah, Chwaba. Correct. Right. It's not. And it's Telone who have been pulling the strings. So the Dynamo supporters will have to hope for a better showing in the second half. Chwaba, I'm sure Ginola would like to ring the changes and really bellow out the instructions so that his team can come out fighting in the second half.
Yeah, I think maybe they might need to introduce the likes of Telone Pio, because you could see that Agmayang and Leroy Mafunga, they are not in the game, they are not really in the game. Maybe Agmayang is because he used to be the main striker at Dynamos, but now the acquisition of Sidibe during the transfer window period, I think it's making him playing maybe wide away from the most critical area where he is used to. Maybe that has affected his game, but I think Pio might come in and maybe add value to the Dynamos lineup there. And remember, Dinamo Dimbare, they are out of the Munumkapa Challenge Cup after going down to Wange last weekend, and I'm sure everybody from the Dynamos family would not want to see another disappointing afternoon where they will be out of 2 cups within 2 weeks. Maybe they will be only left with the league where they are chasing Scotland.
Yes, this Chibuku Super Cup, Dynamos, yes, wouldn't want to go out because remember, they are the defending champions. They've won the Chibuku Super Cup 3 times. 2023, 2024, 2025. They won it, like I was saying yesterday, they won it when it was called the Chibuku Trophy before, when it was introduced in the 60s, 70s, 80s. They won it 7 times. So Dynamos are the record holders. They've won this cup 10 times if you go back to the Chibuku Trophy. So they wouldn't want to go out at the first stage, would they? But they found a formidable 4 in Telone today. You wouldn't think that Telone are in the bottom 4 of the standings, but with the return of Dubai, Joel Lupatla, it looks like there's a new broom that's sweeping clean, a new switch that has been installed by Lupatla to light up the Wi-Fi for his boys, Uche.
Rightly so, and so far a very good first half. Wait and see how they will then employ their formation in the second half. But so far so good in terms of the first half. But also, Dynamos are also reading the game in the first half. They are regrouping, they are reorienting, they are resizing and rejigging and see how they can, fashion a way of beating Telone. The major talking point is Agmayang. There is role duplication with the number 9 because he used to play as a number 9. So that role duplication is giving a free player to Telone to then initiate attacks from the back. So Dynamos now need to shift to a 4-4-2. Then you have Sidibe and Agyaman as the 2 gunmen, because Agyaman has always been playing as a gunman and he's straying from his wing position into the gunman position, leaving his right back to make those forays up front for Telone.
Right. Just to digress a bit, the Women's Africa Cup of Nations is on tonight. Cameroon take on Malawi. Malawi and cut off side. Malawi, Cameroon, the women.
Obviously Malawi.
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 Right. Let's get ready for the second half as we rejoin Spencer Nyamazawa Sparrow. Wemani, you sitting alongside Joseph Jose Nkani, we Liverpool. We'll be talking to you at the end of the 90 or after the penalty shootout.
Welcome back to the Chibuku Super Cup. 45 minutes played, 45 minutes to go, and we are level. Dynamos 1, Telone 1. The defending champions led through an own goal, and the Wi-Fi boys hit back with a well-taken goal, a well-teamed goal. Will Dynamos find the championship momentum to get this one over the line? Can Telone pull an upset? We have 45 minutes to have those answers, those questions answered, and Dynamos attacking from right to left. Telone Pio coming on for Perfect Chikwende. And Joe, a good start for Dynamos, a substitute. Perfect Chikwende going out, and in comes Telone Pio, a midfielder for the midfielder.
Yeah, I think the Dynamos coach Chioba wants to have more control of the midfield, which I think Telone have done well in the first half by controlling that decisive part of the field. And Dynamos did not really play their usual fluid game that we've seen them play under coach Chioba. So I think he wants to play another card in the second half by bringing in Telone Pio. He's very industrious. He's one player who can determine the direction of a match, and then he's been brought in for perfect sequending. So I think trying to get midfield control.
Let's see how Neti can whip in this ball. Isaac Landu, Zapasu will be the target. The cross is good, not the best from Neti. We're throwing on the far side for Dynamos. It's a long throw flicked on by Landu. Tasa with the clearance. Nyao just leaning back. It was always rising. The technique was poor, as always leaning back.
Yeah, and even the Dynamos fans are not happy with that effort. They think he would have done better, and indeed he could have done better. Probably play a second touch, but he wasted the chance when Dynamos won the offensive.
Abel Guatizo giving chase. And Guatizo wins a free kick. Dynamos, the home team, in red, and Tawan, the away team, in blue and white. Zapasu for Dynamos. Neti, Telone Pio, getting involved in the thick of things already. Landu to Pio. I thought perfect when they brings that attack-minded, holds the ball up, links up play with the striker. Let's see how Pio will respond. Again, man, going down. Free kick to Dynamos. Quickly taken by Telone Pio. Zapasu. Again, man. Shadrack Nyawa. Abel Guatizo. Good pass from Nyawa. Not sure why he tried to chase that ball. Should have controlled instead of chasing it, Joe.
Yeah, and even the way the angle of his chest, I think he then chested it far away from him. Maybe if he had just tried to put it down, head on, and then chest it downward, maybe he would have still retained possession. But he chested it forward. Yes, it's instinctively as a striker, you want to chest your ball. Your first touch going offensively. But in this case, Ike Nyang got it all wrong. But it's one of those things you find in a game.
Telone Pio. Chance from outside the box. That was Ben Daoud Sidibe. Long clearance by Chigumura. And the ever running Chipangura giving chase.
Bravo, bravo!
Plus Chigumura with the throw-in. Shouted Nyao with the clearance. Kanasham Tessa gives away to Sidibe. Leroy Mavunga. Again, the pass is not coming out for Dynamos.
Yeah, especially Shadrack Nyawa. Yeah, there's something off color of Shadrack Nyawa that we've seen before. Yeah, I think really there's something going on. He hasn't really been at his perfect best, that Shadrack Nyawa. Today somehow looking like he's off color.
Dynamos a bit subdued, and Telone will want to take advantage of that. Tatenda Makoni gives a possession. Poor ball distribution. Dynamos are rushing everything they're doing. Chigumura. Adivei. Nyawa.
Speak of the commentator's case.
Yes.
Here speaking.
Exactly.
Hoping that we didn't get him off his game. But definitely Shadrack Nyawa. Yeah. Not having a perfect game this afternoon.
not having a perfect game. Every ball he gets, he seems to be giving it away. Even the Dynamos fans are starting to whistle.
Yes.
The Dynamos fans are demanding.
Yeah, look at the formation for Dynamos now off position. They're playing a defensive three-man defense and trying to load more men up front. I think if you see the introduction of Telone at halftime, Dynamos probably would, in fact, I think that was a good strategy. Try and get a goal, try and avoid going to the dreaded penalty kicks. Yes, I know Dynamos have been known for winning every penalty shootout in the Chibuku Cup.
But every dog has its day.
Yes.
Throwing. Sims. Chawan defending. Not the best of a start for this encounter. It's cup game. Anything can happen. The goalkeeper does well to shepherd the ball out of play.
And looking at the posters from the far side, there's 7 million smiles and then 7 million souls. And the 7 million souls poster showing Aristico Chioba welcoming him to say, Nika Rukufara, the whole country is happy with you so far. Because remember, since he took over, Dynamos hadn't lost a game until last time they lost to Wange last weekend.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. I think he's done a great job.
Yes, and he was duly rewarded as coach of the month for July.
Yes, indeed. Washington Navaya taking the player of the month. Antigo in an offside position.
The ball was rolling netty. Yeah.
These are simple basics, and these are the posters we're talking about.
Yeah, 7 million souls, Wakredi Voy, that's Atika Chioba, Nikaese Rukufara. The whole country is happy because you have brought them smiles. That's the 7 million fans the Dynamos are known for. And then there's 7 million smiles. And they are they're inspired by Frank Agimeyang from West Africa, Ghana. 1 season and a couple of goals for him in Dynamos colors.
Yes, indeed. Kanashem Tessa finding Maperenyika. Masuku should be offside. Tigu. The Dynamos fans had their hearts in their hands at one stage. Oscar, who made the near side assistant referee, correctly flagging an offside.
Which I agree with, sir, because I've seen in football there are times when there's a late offside flag being raised. So imagine if the Telone striker had actually gone in and they maybe even have a dangerous tackle against the goalkeeper. That can also present problems. Then you only rewind the tape and say you were offside 3, 4, 5 seconds before. So for me, an early offside flag for me, I think works better than a delayed offside flag.
Definitely. Scrappy play at the end there, and Dynamos win the free kick. Dynamos coming off the block, they don't have enough control of this game. Still one looking the better side.
That was dangerous. That was a high put. Agmeyang would be lucky to survive that one there.
Frustration, exactly.
Yeah,
frustration is creeping in. Cross from Lire Mavunga, and Zapasu couldn't direct his header on target, but it was a good ball from Lire Mavunga.
Yeah, good dip from Zapasu from Ghana. Look at the cross there. That was Leroy Mavunga flighting it into the box there, and then that was Isaac Landu. Yeah, I think Isaac Landu was the nearest to the ball.
Christopher Netti, Sidibe looking for options.
I think retaliation on the part of Agimang. I think the first tackle by Telone, I think, was fair. for me.
Yes, indeed.
It was a fair challenge. And then, of course, Agyemang's boot unfortunately hit the head of the tail one player, the Innocent Mchaneka, who's down. Yeah. And then when look at that now. Yeah. Look, he got the ball cleanly.
I think accidentally booted him on the head.
Yes. And now Agyemang going in with a retaliatory tackle there. Yeah. Fair tackle, sliding tackle, and then he got the ball. Then Agyemang with this boot, unfortunately striking the head of Innocent Mchaneka.
I think that was accidental.
Yeah, it was very, very accidental. Yeah, normally intended.
Telone will hope that Mchaneka can get up to play. He's a key player. He's a key midfielder. Does well for them. And I can tell you, at Ngoni Stadium, FC Hunters have taken the lead against the Rentals. It's 1-0 to FC Hunters. And the Blair Derby, Chicken Inn and Highlanders is still goalless.
Yeah,
because Highlanders have been going through a bad patch.
Yes, yes.
I think all not well for Highlanders players refusing to train. But currently they are holding Chicken Inn goalless at Amagumeni.
And I hear Coach Benjani Marwari is not on the bench this afternoon because he fell ill. So there were actually some pictures circulating that he was not available at the stadium. So we wish him a speedy recovery. That's Benjani Marwari.
Well, I hope he'll be back on the dugout. Meanwhile, Leroy Mavunga is stopped in the track by Mavla Shigumura. The Dynamos fans wanted a free kick. Offside on Spangura. Carlotta, not famous.
Yeah,
I think
it must be an elbow. It must be an elbow to Leroy
and that could be a blocking foul on Mavla Shigumura.
Yeah, he clattered himself into Leroy.
Patrick Carlotta waving play on. Confirmation of the scoreline in the second half. Alistair Chioba finding out the tough getting going here against Telone in the Chibuku Super Cup. Will he be able to win the cup in his first season as Dynamos coach?
And if he does, I'm hoping he stays, because when I'm looking at his profile, he spends 2 years at a team that he has worked for, that is Aristika Chiopa. Yeah, he normally spends less than 2 years at a club. Hope he stays longer at Dynamos and breaks his own record.
He's a nomadic coach.
Yeah, this game can do with a goal, Spencer.
A
Right
goal
now,
is needed.
it's been scrappy.
So many challenges coming through. The referee playing advantage.
But I'm surprised Dynamos fans want a foul, and yet the ball is in they have the ball possession and
Yes,
the advantage.
Turned the wrong way, Sidibe. I thought Guatizo was in a better position. Peyo trying to do too much in the center of the park, and Lando picks up the pieces for Dynamos. Neti going infield. A free kick given to Dynamos. The yellow card has been given to Wesley Medbeck, wearing jersey 77. Also, it was something he said to the
for an area foul. It was for an area foul on Neti this particular one, yes, is dangerous on Neti. This is the final one. But the referee looked at that one there.
That's definitely a yellow card.
Yeah, off the ground with this, both his feet off the ground. The referee actually reminded him that I'm giving a yellow card for an earlier offense, not this particular one on Christopher Neti.
Good officiating from Carlotta.
And that's one where the Dynamos fans were expecting a free kick, and the referee allowed advantage, and then play continued. Yeah, Neti there trying to recover, but otherwise an impressive right back for Dynamos. I like his play. He's very confident on the ball, and he also his runs down the right channel are quite impressive for Dynamos. That's Christopher Neti, the Ghanaian, who is playing for Dynamos, wearing shirt number 23. Look out for that boy.
Definitely. Let's see.
This is normally what we'll say the Liverpool midfielder Dominic Szoboszlai territory.
Let's see what Zapasu can do here. Can he score? A good shot from Zapasu, just going wide, but not a bad effort.
Fair attempt from the Ghanaian. Yeah. God knows your Zapasu. There's a K in his name there, DZAK, but we want to maybe simplify it and call him Zapasu.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe might as well nickname him Zapasi from Masvingo.
Free kick considered by Zapasi.
That is attempt there. A good curl, but he didn't have he had too much curl. Good technique, yeah, on his instep. It sailed wide, but otherwise a fair attempt from the Ghanaian.
And both teams away from a picture preparing to make a substitute. Dynamos will come forward. Agiaman trying to do too much. Should have released the ball. Did well to run, but Lire Mavunga was wide on the flank. Neti, Agiaman, the two Ghanaians combining. Zapasu. And they throw it to Dynamos, and substitutes are being prepared to come in. It's Panashe Mutasa for Dynamos coming in for Ben Dauda Sidibe. So it's a striker for a striker. And Zapasu coming out. For Ramela. Ramela getting his debut off the bench.
Yeah, Ramela Harerimana, he hails from Burundi. He's a 24-year-old, used to play for Rukunzi FC in Burundi. So number 88, Dynamos player, is coming all the way from Burundi, Bujumbura, and is coming in to try and reinforce Dynamos' attack.
And
he's an attacking midfielder.
Bringing out Metback and coming in Koziabo Masilela. He's a good player, Masilela.
Yeah, he's a right attacking midfielder. Masilela, yes, coming in. So Joel Lupata also trying to look for offensive play, yeah?
Definitely. I mean, he wants to go for the kill. Let's see what Nathan Mutasa can bring in for Dynamos. On loan from Scotland. Long one and a chance. Offside call by Oscar Ume, the near side assistant referee. Yells from Blawayo. Agiaman, Panashe Mutasa, Tomo Pio, Lando. It was a heavy touch from Ramela, tried to pick up Nathan Mutasa. Chelsea Nyakope with a long one. Tried to pick up Chipangura. Mandivei. This game definitely needs a goal. Quatizo. Mavunga for Dynamos. Tell one pushing Dynamos back. Lamela. Romela. The captain Yawa. Nathan Mutasa. Turns in field. Again, trying to do too much. He should have released the ball. He had gotten past his man. And he's always in an offside position. Chibuku, he needs to watch the line.
Oh, but I thought in that instant he was unfairly treated. I thought it was a fair call. The near side referee Oscar Bume. Look at him. He's checking the ball. He's checking play. But when the ball was played, in my view, I thought the ball was played while he was still onside and we were running into space. So the Blair-based referee, assistant referee Oscar Bume from Blawayo, well, he saw what he saw.
Shot at Nyawa. Landu living dangerously. This is where you are lacking a creative player. Release the ball, young man. Mtasa. A chance from outside the box. It's blocked. Again, Dynamos not having that creative midfielder that can hold the ball and create chances for them.
Yeah, they are not showing us what they normally show us when they are on song. That's Dynamos. And that's Ramela there who considered the free kick, giving it away to Telone. Now Telone on an offensive, they get themselves a corner. Will they get something out of it?
Let's see how they can work with this set piece to be taken by Innocent Mchaneka. Chipangura and Mtigo will be the candidate, as well as Mtasa. Is also good in the air. That's Panashe Mtasa, the goal scorer. The corner kick is whipped in. Doesn't trouble Dynamos. Abogatizo didn't have too many options to pass. Talmo Pio. Good ball to pick up Agiaman. Offside. And the second assistant, Tanachwa Masawi. Flicked forward by Chipangura. Isaac Landu. Tier 1 look more like the side that's going to score. It's when they have the ball, they are causing.
Yeah, and they look purposeful.
They look purposeful. They're causing ancient movement to the Dynamos midfield and defenders.
And I think the longer it wears on like this, I think it will be more into Dynamos' frustration and more into Telone's comfort.
Definitely. The Dynamos fans in the library. Got a few Caps United supporters also rallying behind Dynamos. That allegiance between the Caps United, Dynamos, as well as Highlanders supporters. They formed a consortium.
It's been a new and interesting development in local football. The traditional giants, somehow they banded together against anyone else who tries to get dominance and prominence in the league. They are saying, we are one, we are united, we died for this league.
We are the big boys.
Yes. That's Dynamos, Highlanders, and Cape United
Would
fans.
take Dynamos a chance here. Agiaman took too long, still got possession. Talmo Pio wanted the ball, he needs to release the ball. Neti with the cross. And finally cleared, headed forward. Tier 1 pushing forward. Mandive wins the free kick, wins the ball, no free kick. Talmo Pio, Nathan Mutasa to Neti. Gives away possession cheaply. Dynamasuku. Wins a free kick, tried the fancy cheeky pass there, Masuko.
Which was risky in that territory, because as it is now, Dynamos had actually won the ball. They did not been given the free kick earlier. I think it would have been problems for Telone. Just trying to be fancy in dangerous areas, which will be risky.
Definitely action swinging from one end to the other. Leroy Mavunga, the pacey Mavunga, stopped in the track by Chigumura. Ramela, Shadrack Nyawa deep in his own half. They're pushing forward. Leroy Mavunga, Neti with the cross, headed by Mafirenyika. The Dynamos asking all the questions. Take Panasem Mutasa scored his first goal for Dynamos. But Nathan Mutasa looked like Agyemang had taken long, but releases the ball to Nathan Mutasa and he scores his first goal for Dynamos, the Lonnie from Scotland.
First goal for Dynamos in Dynamos colours, that's Nathan Mutasa. But I think I liked the way Telmo Pio chested the ball down the middle, and then it weaved his way past the Telone markers, released the ball to Agyemang, who laid on Nathan Mutasa, was looking on the blind side. Nathan Mutasa, a well-placed shot onto the near post, beating Telone goalkeeper Takuzwa Chikosi, and he had no chance from there. Agyemang there, laying on for Nathan Mutasa out of your frame, and the ball comes too quickly for Takuzwa Chikosi.
And what a moment for the youngster to score the goal, squeeze it past the goalkeeper on the near post. The goalkeeper not expecting Mutasa to come on the near post. He got so emotional, scoring his first goal for Dimbare, and this can actually lift his confidence.
It can. Good for him. You know, he's been someone who I think could have been struggling for confidence. And now this is actually good for the young man, Nathan Mutasa, loaned from Scotland to Dynamos mid-season.
Yes, indeed, the goal that Dynamos needed. The Dynamos fans are in song. Look at them. Now they believe the team can go on and win. Dynamos passing the ball at the back. Chatenda Makone. Throwing for Telone.
Coach Joel Parker trying to throw something back at Dynamos by bringing in. Those fans are now back in song. I think
they're out of the library. Mutasa, the goal scorer, not on the same wavelength with Agyemang. Shadrack Nyawa. And the free kick given away by Dynamos. Joel Pasha. Willie, he needs to respond.
He wants to bring in 3 changes. And Dynamos also making their own substitution that they want to introduce. Gini being prepared for Dynamos. Another disappointing cross for Telone. Yeah, they've been creating some wing play, that is Telone, but that final delivery into the box, into dangerous areas, more like cutbacks they probably need. But right now, I think they've been wasteful in terms of their crosses into the box. They create spaces on the wings, but the final delivery has been letting Telone down.
Nchaneka, Agyemang, Ramela came in with a bit of energy. Dynamos knocking the ball around purposefully. Wanted Telone to come off the block. Makone with the long one, looking for Mutasa. The Dynamos fans happy with what they're seeing. The game needed a goal, and indeed both teams starting to open up. The match has just opened up. Leroy Mavunga for Dynamos. Ramela. Christopher Netti. Looking for Agiaman. Good control. Picks up Panache Mtasa. Good play by Mtasa. Leroy Mavunga. Shot wasn't the best. Nice give and go between Ramela and Mtasa. He's got good few touches that he's showing us this afternoon. And Telone come forward. Chipangura getting it wide, getting the whip in across in the box. The cross is good. Couldn't get to Panache Mtasa. But Telone still very much in this encounter.
Telone not done yet. They still want to have a say in this game. And Dynamos are now making their change. They bring out Leroy Mavunga for Njini.
Njini coming on for Leroy Mavunga. And Telone also bringing in some experienced players, Salah Songani, as well as Evans Katema.
And Donald Teguru. Also
these are experienced players. These are veterans of the game. Let's see who they're coming in. Evans Katema coming in for Mtigo. He had a good game in the middle of the park. Katema, a striker. Let's see what he brings in for Telone. It's now or never. The goal scorer Panache Mtasa comes out, and in comes Salah Songani.
Songani used to play for Harare City at some point, and he also went and did business in Iceland, where he turned out for a team called Vestri. That's Salah Songani, very experienced player. He'll probably come in and give something to Telone here, the 37-year-old Salah Songani.
At one stage, they used to call him Mr. Chibuku. He always used to score in this cup, and he did well for Harare City. Headed by Chipangura. The free kick committed by Chaneka. And Dynamos captain just hope he'll be able to get up and play. That's how the foul was committed. High boot. Abel Gatizo, Mandivei pushing forward. Need to release the ball. Getting himself in trouble, running himself into Salah Songani. Headed forward. Crossfield pass, good chest control from Evans Katema. Anyway will do for Dynamos. Alicia Chioba wanting his players to push forward. Free kick for Dynamos.
With 10 minutes to go, Dynamos will want to have control of this game and make sure they are remaining tight at the back and don't allow Telone to equalize and possibly force the game into penalties. Remember, if this game goes goes deadlock at 90 minutes, it will go straight to penalties. There's no extra time.
Of course, they'll want a security goal, a third one, just to kill off the game as a contest. But Telone are still very much in it as it stands. They are pushing forward, looking for that equalizer. Can they get across in the box? Pangura turns infield, turned the wrong way. But good defense work from Telmo Pio. Looking for Njini. Mtasa. Ramela. Agiaman to Guatizo. Looking for Gini. They get to the end of the ball. Offside. But the intention was good.
Yeah,
Dynamos
good
wanted
play.
to look for that third goal. Away from a picture. Chaneka comes out. And in comes Chelsea number 87, Johannes Mabwe. Chaneka had a good game in the middle of the park. Let's see, Tawan are just under 10 minutes to try and get the equalizer. The cross is good. Guatizo with the clearance and the long one. Headed by Landu, only as far as Mabwe. To be a throw-in for Dynamos on the far side. Telone really pushing forward, looking for that equalizer. Dynamos holding their own.
Yeah, but the way the substitute who came in, Johannes Mabwe, the way he gave away that throw-in to Dynamos, yeah, you know, when your team is desperate for more offensive play, you don't want to make those kind of silly mistakes and unforeseen and give away possession unnecessarily. He needs to get settled in the game and probably give his team something.
No one on the blind side. The cross was good. And Guatizo will leave this one to go out of play for the throw-in to Dynamos. That was the own goal in the first half.
And the equalizer from Telone.
Good team
exchange
goal.
of passes.
And what a finish by Panashe Mtaza. Gini picking up Nathan Mtasa. Showboating. I think he first needs to learn how to play the game. A chance from outside the box for Mtasa. Wins the corner kick for Dynamos. The Dynamos fans enjoy.
They love him. They love him. They love it. Yeah. It's also good for him. I think it sort of somehow gives him a warm welcome into the Dynamos family. So good for him. Good for you, Mtasa. Keep pushing, my guy.
Definitely, but still game one. Left-footed player to be out swinger. Let's see how it takes this corner kick. Good one, Lando. Chance there, and Dynamos have scored. Good corner kick from Mutasa, and Lando get to the end of that goal. Panashe Mutasa, Nathan Mutasa with a good corner kick, I beg your pardon, and Lando gets the end of that corner kick.
A well-flighted goal by Mutasa from the left side corner kick flag, and then Isaac Landu rose up high and shoulders above the Telone defense, who stood static, and now it's 3-1. Look at that goal, an outswinger, well-flighted cross. Landu held the ball downwards, and the Telone goalkeeper could not stop it. Headed downwards, and even the bounce tricked the goalkeeper Takuzwa Chikosi for Telone. Very unfortunate, but well, good for Dynamos. They'll take a goal as it comes. Another Mtasa with an assist.
And a goal to his name.
Yeah.
The Dynamos fans are loving him. And what turning out to be a good signing, second half signing. Confirmation of the score, Dynamos leading by 3-1. Telone have under 5 minutes to come back in this encounter. Katema, a chance here. Salah Songani, and good goalkeeping by Tatena Makoni. Salah Songani couldn't get a good control, but he just tried to latch onto that. But Makoni was eyes on the ball.
Yeah, I like the way he sneaked himself into between Dynamos defenders, and of course he didn't have a good contact of the ball. Tried to poke it away from Tatena Makoni, but otherwise good positioning, good attempted goal by the veteran Salah Songani. There's Mtasa for you, man of the moment.
Man of the moment for sure. He's getting a yellow card again.
Good first touch, Salah Songani there. Good save by Tatena Makoni.
He's the man of the moment, Nathan Mutasa. Hard Rock still leading Blair Chiefs by a goal to nil. The Rentals are still down 1-0 to FC Hunters. In the Blair derby, it's still Highlanders nil, Chicken Inn nil. Highlanders doing well. The Dynamos fans enjoying the game in the VIP.
Yeah, so Telone continue with their unpleasant visit to Rufaro Stadium at Dynamos. And this is actually the third time that they have conceded 3 goals against Dynamos. And the last time was last season. I mean, this season in the league when Dynamos beat Telone by 3-0 just in June this season. So otherwise, traditionally, they've been losing by a solitary goal. That is Telone losing to Dynamos. The last time they lost by more than 1 goal was this season when they were beaten by Dynamos 2-1 in Gweru, and then they lost 3-0 here at Rufaro Stadium.
It's not a high-scoring fixture.
Yeah, it isn't.
Abel Guatizo, Telmo Pio. In an offside position was Ramela. Surely Dynamos will get this one over the line, leading 3-1 with under 2 minutes to play. Nyawo picks up a foul. Just hope it's not a serious injury. I think he could have twisted his knee.
Yeah.
And the medics there are already calling for the substitute, but it looks like they're putting all the substitutes.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Not looking good.
I'm showboating there from Mutasa.
Nathan Mutasa.
Enjoying himself.
Yes, indeed. And I think, yes, indeed, it is very good for him to do that, but he first needs to be a sports person, compete well.
Yeah.
And
some fancy back healer there from Dynamos. Ageman coming up with his own. Yeah. So these are some flashes of brilliance that we saw from Dynamos this afternoon. Yeah. Another cheeky tip from Neti when he was looking for Ageman.
Out of the library and in song, the Dynamos fans. And it's cleared by Njini for a throw-in on the far side.
Telone trying to bombard Dynamos box there, but nothing much. Not progressive and not productive. And Dynamos played.
Neti with the clearance. Telone will want to be at the best and try and push forward, look for 2 goals. We still have additional time to be played. I think there was quite a number of stops in this encounter. We are looking at about 5 to 6 minutes or so in terms of added on time. 7 minutes. Yes, and it's justified. I think there were a number of stop, start. I think this is justified. So Telone have 7 minutes to try and score 2 goals to take this game into penalties. They can get across. Masilela. Nyakope, Chelsea. Chigumura with a crossfield pass. If you can whip in a cross in the box. Good footwork. Trying from outside, and the chance, not a bad one. Salah Songani just showing his experience, what he still can do.
Yeah, he's a seasoned campaigner, and I think he tried to take matters into his hands there. Of course, there were other blue shirts that were probably expecting that ball to come through, and he fluffed his chances there. And Telone will probably look into this game with, want to forget it, because if you look at their last 3 games, they initially lost in the Mutapa Challenge Cup when they lost on penalties against Blanket Mine, and then they lost to Herentals at Rufaro Stadium here on the 31st of July, and then today they are losing. So Telone would have been knocked out of the 2 knockout competitions in a space of 3 weeks.
Definitely, and in a space of 2 weeks, they're out of 2 cup competitions. And that will be the season gone for them. At least it gives them time to focus on the league, on the survival.
Yeah, they are not looking good in the league. Yeah.
Flicked on by Katema. Agiaman wins a free kick for Dynamos. Achioba. Pamela. Again, Landu will be a target, as well as Mandevey.
These are the stoppages which lead into additional stoppage minutes into stoppage time.
Exactly. The cross is good. Landu. Agiaman! And Dynamos get the 4th one. Frank Agiaman. It was headed back by Mandevey. And Agiaman was there to finish the goal. Going straight to his coach. Dynamos with an emphatic win here, 4-1. Yeah, I think that was a good corner, a free kick from Lamela, headed back to Agiaman. And Agiaman had the time to control the ball. There we see, control the ball and went for that shot, and nothing the goalkeeper could have done.
And this technique of shooting the ball downwards, you know, because it avoids skying the ball over the bar. So good technique, first touch, shot onto the ground and bounces into the net. And goalkeeper Takuzwa Chikosi, well, unlucky, he picks the ball from the back of the net. So Dynamos to the good by 4-1.
I think Joe Lepasha has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, that's a difficult assignment. Look, a team getting knocked out of 2 knockout competitions, and you are fighting relegation in the league, and that's a difficult time for Joe Lupata and these charges in the Midlands. So the Wi-Fi has been switched off.
Wi-Fi has been turned off, and this is a statement win by Dynamos to say this is our cup, this is our trophy. Come and catch us if you can, and they'll want to continue to win this Chibuku Super Cup. Tatenda Makone with some fancy footwork there. You can only do this when you are winning. Njini for Dynamos. Ramela. The fans wanted him to pass to Panashe and to Nathan Mutasa, beg your pardon.
I wonder why he held on to the ball for too long.
Neti. Nyawa. Mutasa for Dynamos. Some fancy footwork. Gives away possession.
It defeats the whole concept and the whole purpose. You know, you want to retain possession. Yes, you are leading by 4 goals to that's a yellow card for Leroy Mafunga. That's confirmation.
I think for going on to the field to celebrate that goal. Makone. He has done well since taking over the Dynamos first.
That's a foul. That's a push from behind.
And in the 90th minute, I can confirm to you that Highlanders and Chicken Inn still goalless. Hard Rock are still leading Blair Chiefs by a goal to nil. Herentals are still down 1-0 to FC Hunters.
Maybe the Chicken Inn Highlanders game might go to penalties.
That one, it's headed. Looks like it's headed for penalties. It's a long one. Guatizo with the clearance. The captain plays it back to the goalkeeper Tatenda Makoni. Finding Abel Guatizo. Shadlik Nyawa. Tried to go for a cross-field pass Well intercepted. Agiaman involved in the thick of things.
Yeah, I'm sure by now Dynamos have booked their ticket to the quarterfinals of the Chibuku Super Cup, which is going to be played on the week of Friday, 12th to 13th September. The quarterfinals that Dynamos have booked their tickets to.
Preparing to make a substitute. Guatizo calls the day, and in comes
Shave.
Shave, I think.
Shave comes in.
Guatizo calls the day, and Shave comes in. Under 1 minute to play off the additional time. Cleared by Tawan, and that whistle bringing the end of the game, and a match that lived up to its billing in the second half. It was on and off. Dynamos stepping it up, winning 4-1. Your thoughts of this encounter, Joe?
Yeah, I think Dynamos had a measured first half performance, and then when they came in for the second half, once they introduced Telmo Pio, I think the script changed for Dynamos. His introduction was decisive, and at the end of the day, we then saw Dynamos having more goals in the second half. And I think the goals, the way they came about, I think you could say that this is something that they drilled at the training ground. But on the other hand, Telone themselves did not give out the tie away on a silver platter. They gave Dynamos their own anxious moments, and even the goals that the goal that they scored, that is still one, a good interchange of play and passes that troubled Dynamos, who did not have an answer until the goal was sent into the net. But otherwise, an interesting and exciting match in the Chibuku Super Cup, and Dynamos, of course, march on to book a date into the quarterfinals. Telone will go back home well disappointed, and I think with a heavy heart, because nothing has been going right for Telone. I think their season is almost done, and now they need to fight and see if they can save themselves from relegation. But at the end of the day, Dynamos will be happy to go into the quarterfinals of the Chibuku Super Cup.
Statement win by Dynamos going into the next round of which is the quarterfinals, and the offensive, the chances, the offensive, they can win this trophy. For Telone, I think it's something where they'll need to go back on the drawing board, and Joe Lupasha has got a lot of work to do. Now his only mandate is to save the team from relegation, and they've been out of the Chibuku Super Cup, now out of the Mnumtaba Cup. They need to concentrate on the league, and that's where he really needs to work on his team.
Yeah, the league is, I think, maybe getting knocked out from these two tournaments, I think might be good for Telone. You know, you want to manage your manpower, you want to spread the load, and possibly focus on the league only, and see if they can salvage enough points to save them from relegation. Telone, maybe, we never know whether the season is done, but if they were to save themselves from relegation, which is looking unlikely, you know,
7 million souls via credit.
Yes.
Arisia Kioba, Nika Yese Irukufara. That's the Dynamos fans giving them, the coach is giving them 7 million smiles across the country.
Yeah. And that's the statement, of course, with Dynamos. And of course, the crowd this afternoon did not really represent the 7 million legion of fans that Dynamos claimed to have. Well, I think I expected a bigger crowd than what we saw this afternoon at Rufaro Stadium. Dynamos fans didn't turn up, or maybe they are looking at the fixture that is coming on Wednesday, where they are playing their postponed match against Scotland, which is going to happen here at Rufaro Stadium. So Dynamos fans, make a date with your team on Wednesday when they play Scotland in the league.
So final score at Rufaro Stadium is Dynamos 4, Telone 1. From John Kani and myself, Spencer, it's been great being with you. We're crossing over to Charles CNN Mabiga on pitch side to talk to the coaches.
Right. Wow. a turn up for the books as Telone eventually disintegrated and they lost by 4-1. I'm joined here by a visibly dejected Telone head coach, Dubai, the former Warrior Speed mentioned, Joel Lupasla. Well, what I want to ask you, coach, what happened? What went wrong?
Thank you. You can tell that in terms of physical fitness, I think the boys, the legs were gone in the second half. I think the first half they were good, they competed, and you know when you go a goal down, you are always going to have more output in terms of energy, trying to claw your way back. And I think when we scored a goal, we looked comfortable. But second half, when we came back, there was a little bit of discontinuity from what we did in the first half. But because of the fitness levels of the players, our best players that were on the pitch, they got tired. I think Panache, it was amazing today, and also Bruno the first half, but they got tired. So in the end, we had a little bit of catching up to do with Dynamos, but credit to them also. I think they didn't change the way they played. They kept on propping, and the goals that we conceded, I feel that we could have avoided them. You know, when you concede in the near post, it dejects the players. But with what I saw today, because we had 4 days of training, with what I saw today, I think we have hope that we can survive. They play good football, and if we can put more effort and also improve on our energy levels to last the minutes, I think we can be better.
Tough luck, coach, and safe trip back to the Midlands.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Right, well, visibly dejected, but as you heard him, he's hoping that they can survive relegation. 8 games to go. Now I'm joined by the victorious, delighted head coach of Dynamos. The Dynamos fans are going wild with delight here. Aristika Choaba, the Romanian coach. Coach, congratulations, but they gave you a big scare, didn't they?
Yes, I am happy about the team have reaction after the lose last game. I tell you before the starting the game, the team need reaction and win this game from forget this another competition. The player you'll go and try the best. Sometimes you have control the game, you have the possession, is go from the pressing, but need more working from attacking line. Sometimes the last pass is not the best what the need the team.
I just want to ask the Ghanaian new guy, that's God knows Zak Pasu. The crowd were happy with them. You took him off just a few minutes in the second half. Why did you take him off?
Yes, he's coming only before 1 week. The good news is play from the champions team in Ghana, from the Mediama, and he's one the good player. I am happy he's coming here. You know, he's traveling 1 week, not training with him only 7 days, but he's one the good player in the future. If he's ready physically, have the good pass, he's intelligent player, and he can help the team. I tell for everybody, I selection the player who can come in here and help the team. Let's give time also from this player, accommodation from the new player, new team, and in the future maybe he's one the good player and change the football here in the Zimbabwe.
Right, coach, you probably know this or you don't. The Chibuku Super Cup Dynamos have won it 3 years in a row. They are the record holders of this cup. Even before it was reintroduced, it was called the Chibuku Trophy in the olden days. They won it 7 times. They've won it 3 times. That makes it 10. Now, the Dynamo supporters are saying they want to win it for the 4th time. Does it give you pressure that the Dynamo supporters want it again?
It's not giving the pressure. You'll try the best also from this competition. About For us, it's important. Play the good football game to game, and the result is coming. It's not the pressure for me. I try the best, and let's see the history. Maybe another 1 year is take this cup, but it's a long time. We have another 2 or 3 games. For me now, it's important the game from Wednesday to recover the player. You see, some player play 90 minutes today, and Wednesday play from the first position here from the champion Scotland. And our team need recovery this 3 days and coming here and try a good result. About also, for me, I am confident. If I coming Wednesday and I have the good result, also I like fighting from the top in the league.
Okay, right. Congratulations, coach, and enjoy the party.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Right, he's going to enjoy the party, I can tell you that. Aristika Joab. Right, so that's how it ended. I mean, Telone just collapsed, didn't they? They were in the game, but as soon as Dynamos scored that second goal through Nathan Mutasa, who I must say came in and played very, very well. He had a hand in the third goal as well. It was just all over for the Wi-Fi boys. Dynamo switched off the Wi-Fi for Telone here at Rufaro. And that's how it ended. But we are still here. We will give you a roundup of the other games. Remember, we had 3 other matches. Yes, just stick around to find out how it ended. I'm rejoined by the men from Werder Bremen and the men from Real Madrid. Uche, the way that Telone just collapsed in the second half, it was just amazing.
Unbelievable, legendary. For Telone, it's a case of beautiful handwriting, wrong answers.
Wrong answers.
And Dynamos, ugly handwriting, but correct answers. So in terms of Dynamos, they showed their predatory instincts. They were precise in front of goal. They seized the moment. The chances that came their way, they converted. And in a game of football, what matters are the goals, not how beautiful you knock the ball around. So congratulations to Dynamos with that 4-1 victory.
Yes, yeah, right. Remember, I did say stick around. We will give you the final scores from the other centers. But now sit back, relax, because we are now giving you those goals. 5 of them we saw here, goal by goal. Here is the first one, as Dynamos took the lead. Shinola.
Yeah, we see that the own goal by Ziguchu here. The former Renda was the defender there. Poor communication with the goalkeeper. I'm sure the goalkeeper made the wrong decision in coming out of his goal area when the defender was almost 50-50 with the striker Sidibe there, and he had the easiest task of finding the back of his own net. Otherwise, it was almost a spectacular goal. And the second goal for the afternoon was come from Panashe Mtasa, a spectacular goal inside the box with lift footer into the roof of the net, giving no chance for the Dynamos goalkeeper Tatenda Makoni.
Yep. There it was it was 1-1 then, wasn't it? Yes, it was 1-1. Then we went to half time, and we were all wondering what was it going to be, because Telone, yes, we're in it, and Dynamos were still in it. Then came the moment of substitute Nathan Mutasa, who made it 2-1, Uche, for Dimbare.
Yeah, and in that instant there, we are seeing Telone there restoring parity with Panashe Mtasa, with that ground to air missile, which was very precise, hitting the far corner. Tatenda Makoni stretching to the limit, but that ball was beyond him. That was a good goal by Telone. And we thought, the momentum, Telone, they had it, but somehow they fizzled out. That was the only goal that they scored against Dynamos this afternoon. But on the overall first half, good homework was done by Telone, and good display was done. But second half, Dynamos also doing their homework, reading how Telone were playing. So Telone had the false luxury of having the ball around, and they thought possession is winning matches, but it wasn't like that.
It wasn't that, yes. The equalizer by Panashe Mtasa, a former Dynamos player. If you didn't know, he's the son of Mo's head coach, Lloyd Samaita Mutasa. And then Yes, it was 1-1. We went to halftime, like I was saying. We're wondering what was going to happen. And then Aristika Choba introduced Nathan Mutasa on loan from Scotland. And this is what happened. Has the new man from Scotland had the last say for that time for Dimbare.
Yeah, I think it was a good run by Telone in the midfield of Park here, eliminating quite a number of Tier 1 defenders there in the process and coming up with a beautiful assist to Nathan Mutasa, who made sure from an acute angle and placing the ball beyond the reach of the goalkeeper Takuzwa Chikosi to make it 2-1 for Dynamo Dimbare. There it is, at the near post there. Maybe the goalkeeper could have done better at the near post. He cannot be beaten at the near post at this level. But anyway, that was a good placement by Nathan Mutasa.
Right, and the Dynamo supporters loved that one, and they saluted a fine goal it was from Nathan Mutasa. And, you know, Uche, no, Junola said it, but a very crisp, neat build-up by Dimbare before Mutasa slotted it home.
The final third is an area which is very congested because you have a forest of defenders around you. But going there with the pinpoint accurate passes, short passes, it's out of this world. It's amazing. And also for Nathan Mutasa to beat that goalkeeper at close range on the near post, because
there we see it again.
There we see it again. Yeah. Oh, what a shot it was! What a shot it was! You see that assist. Then Mutasa coming there from that far side. That's the assist. And Mutasa coming in one touch near post, beating the goalkeeper, all systems out. And Dynamos took the lead there to make it 2-1 again. But legendary. What is impressive, or what was impressive there, was the short, accurate passes by Dynamos going for the kill, and the kill, they went for it.
Yeah. But then, you know, that time, Telone went out of it yet, because they did come and threatened, and we thought that they would get the second equalizer. But boy, oh boy, their world collapsed around them as Isaac Lando came in with goal number 3. And from then, it was lights out, Wi-Fi out for Telone.
Yeah, that's an assist from Nathan Mutasa, once again fighting a brilliant corner kick to the far post there, and Isaac Landu, the tallest player arguably in the league, they're rising highest and not in the ball past the goalkeeper, helpless goalkeeper Takuzwa Chikosi. Again, you see, he's right there at that post there, and he's beaten. I don't know how he's allowing the balls to squeeze between him and the post there. The goalkeeper, I think those two goals, for me, he should shoulder the blame for Tier 1, and he should be very careful, because remember, on the bench today was Leonard Gonese, and Leonard Gonese, the former Black Rhinos goalkeeper, is a very good goalkeeper. Once he reclaims that jersey from him, he might find it difficult to reclaim it again.
Well, and then, yeah, it was starting at the beginning of the end for Telone, because before we move on to that one, to the fourth one, the killer goal, I think maybe this one could have been the killer goal. You take your pick. The confidence levels of Nathan Mutasa after this one must be commended, because he didn't let it get to his head, and he just, I think he's getting more confident now. If he gets more time under Aristika Choaba Uche, maybe Nathan Mutasa can show the Dynamo supporters a thing or two, or the supporters at large.
Yeah, obviously legendary. You look at how he played today, that goal plus an assist, your confidence balloon obviously will be fully inflated, and will obviously look forward to the next game. Even the coach, we are then forced to rethink your team in terms of the predatory instincts that have been shown by the player today. An assist plus a goal. No. And even if you look at what happened, the Dynamos fans, on every match, Dynamos fans have a man of the match, and there's a tradition which
they do.
Yes,
they hand him money.
Yes, they hand him money. So it shows that we love you, we like you.
Yeah.
Go for the next game and do what we like most. That's what the fans are saying. But overall, for Dynamos, one thing that I liked the legendary was just the levels of efficiency. They weren't, knocking the ball around beautifully, but they knew what they wanted. The goals, and the goals came. Also, what makes it interesting, legendary, is that yesterday, the same Northern goal post end, Caps United yesterday, they scored 3 goals. And Dynamos, same goal, 3 goals again.
Yeah. Right. Yes, it was that one. Then the fourth goal came, and Frank Agyamang, the leading goal scorer at Dimbare, said he won't be left out. And once again, it was a crisp build-up involving Mutasa as well. And in the end, Agyamang said, well, I'm still around, guys.
Yeah, Agyemang, I think we spoke about it during halftime that when Sidibe was also there at the center of the attack, there being the target man, it was confusing Agyemang because he's used to be the target man and he was playing more drifting to the right flank and he was not in the game. But there you can see that acrobatically making sure that the ball is the back of the net. And this time I think I'll forgive the goalkeeper Takutsuka Chikosi because he saw it late. It came between the two defenders who were sleeping when that ball was not into the path of Agyemang Frank, who made sure that he nailed the final coffin into the Telone coffin there.
Oh yes, it was 4-1 and it was all over for Telone. Right, we're just waiting to get the final scores from the other centers and we can get them to you. And yes, Shinola was checking up on the final scores.
Yes.
At Ngoni, how did it end?
FC Hunters has managed to eliminate the Students by 1-0.
Wow.
That is Michael Tapera with the goal. And at Babafield Stadium, it finished 0-0. Then Highlanders triumphed 3-1 on penalties. Chigenin again missing 3 spot kicks.
Whoa.
Can't you believe it?
Yep.
Sad story for Tony Rendera.
Right. So we got the 4 teams who will join the other 4 teams. All right. Let me start with those who by yesterday, Scotland, the favorites. Caps United. Scotland, Caps United, Moors, and ZPC Kariba. Those were yesterday. Today, Dynamos, Highlanders, FC Hunters, and Hard Rock. Those are the 8 that have made the quarterfinals for the Chibuku Super Cup. And it remains to be seen the draw will take place and who will win it. Your guess is as good as mine. The Monomotapa Challenge Cup Dynamos will be hoping that maybe they will be still around there. We will see Highlanders out of the Monomotapa. They will want to be there in the Chibuku Super Cup. The Green Machine will want to win this one for the first time, so it's looking very exciting. But on Wednesday, a big return to the league, the PSL, and here, Kumbiles, Pano, Parufaro, it will be the big one as Dynamos take on Scotland. Well, that's just about it. It leaves me to thank our 2 expert analysts from ZBC TV Sports, 2 of our expert analysts from ZBC TV Sports. The men from, yes, Werder Bremen. Uche, Achiford Mundawa. Uche is always good when you're around.
Always my pleasure, legendary. Thank you so much.
Yeah, right. And of course, the men from Yakamakana Barcelona, as you know, William Tingwa. It's always good when you're around.
My pleasure, Senin, and congratulations, Middlesbrough won.
Oh yeah, we beat Lincoln.
Yeah.
Oh, and yes. Yesterday, Lincoln.
Don't start this.
Lincoln FC, who England. Otherwise, I got very program. And I can tell you that right now, the Charity Shield Charity Cup happening in England. Arsenal are leading Manchester City by 3-0. Wow. 3-0. Yes, we got a couple of Arsenal supporters within our group at ZBC, and they must be very, very pleased as well. Yes, there are many of them there. They are happy right now. I'll tell you about that. Right, that's it. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing here on ZBC TV. From everyone in the ZBC TV sports crew, fronted by our producers, Bevan Shinurai, Stuart Shoriwa, Tinashe Manyoni, and Gina Gwanzura. Yes, we say, remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, legendary CNN Mabika. Until we meet again, it's bye-bye for now.